Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, my respected advisor, Mr. Adam Zakaria, my respected advisor, Mr. Ahmad Fauzi, my respected examiner, and respected ladies and gentlemen. On this occasion, allow me introduce myself. My name is Maria Ulfah Kusuma Astuti, graduate student of Master of Accounting, class of 2023 students. Distinguished audience, I would like to begin this presentation with a simple question. Is it possible for a judicial institution to uphold justice if its governance is not yet fully in order? In practice, justice seekers naturally expect that the process of obtaining should be conducted in a manner that is swift, transparent, efficient, and accountable. This is precisely where performance audits play a significant role as a tool to ensure that governance truly operates in line with the principles of good governance. This is that's why this is the background that led me to conduct my research, entitled Performance Audit Evaluation in the Implementation of Good Governance in Judicial Institution, a case of study of the Constitutional Court of the Republic of Indonesia. Good governance has become a fundamental necessity in public sector. It is built on essential principles such as accountability, transparency, responsibility, fairness, and independence. The application of these principles ensure effectiveness, efficiency, legitimacy, and the sustainability of democracy. The benefits of good governance are significant. It helps improve the quality of public service, prevent corruption, collusion, and nepotism through transparency and accountability, encourage public trust and participation, and optimize the use of resources to achieve value for money. Within this framework, performance audit serves as an important instrument of good governance. Measure 3A, Economy, Efficiency, and Effectiveness. Evaluate internal control system and provide smart-based recommendation for continuous performance. However, reports from Audit Board of Indonesia still reveal challenges in efficiency, mismatch in performance indicator, and internal controls that are not yet optimal. While follow-up recommendations are relatively high, many of them remain incomplete. This reality highlights the urgency of the strengthening governance mechanism through the performance audits, especially in judicial constitution. Ladies and gentlemen, as one of the pillars of law, judicial institutions require transparent and accountable governance. Without this principle, the ability of court to uphold justice may be questioned. In this context, performance audit function not only as an oversight mechanism, but also a means of institutional transformation. They help ensure that processes are effective, efficient, and aligned with the public expectation. This research takes the Constitutional Court of the Republic of Indonesia as a case study. The Constitutional Court has shown achievements as a high rate of audit follow-up and an increase in public trust. However, challenges remain, particularly in terms of imbalance in performance indicator as well as the need to strengthen human resources and technology. Moreover, performance audits are highly relevant to the court's kickoff performance indicator, which include the effectiveness of case handling, timeless in delivering decisions, and transparency of information. Problem formulation. Despite having the structured work system, the Constitutional Court still faces a number of challenges. Among them are inefficiency, delay in legal service, and a lack of accountability in case handling. At present, performance audits in the Constitutional Court are conducted only by external auditor, namely Audit Board of Indonesia or BPK. Meanwhile, internal auditors through the inspectorate have not yet carried out performance audits. In addition, within the Bureau of Law Clerkship Administration, which is the main unit responsibility for the case administration, there has been no academic study that specially examined the implementation of performance audits. For this reason, my research is directed at analyzing how performance audits can support the implementation of good governance principles in the Constitutional Court, particularly in the Bureau of Law and Clerkship Administration. The, res- the research objective. This research has two main objectives. First, to identify how performance audits are implemented in the Constitutional Court. By doing so, we can understand the current practice, scope, and mechanism of performance auditing within the institution. Second, to evaluate how performance audits support the application of good governance principles in Constitutional Court. This means assessing whether performance audits truly contribute to improving transparency, accountability, efficiency, effectively, and effectiveness in case administration. Through these two objectives, the study seeks not only to describe the existing condition, but also to provide insight on how performance audit can become an integral part of strengthening good governance in judicial institutions. Research question. To achieve the objective I have just presented, the study is guided by two main research questions. First, how are performance audits implemented in Constitutional Court? This question is intended to explore the actual practice of performance auditing, including its process, scope, and effectiveness within the institution. Second question is, how does the evaluation of performance audits support the application of good governance principles? Through this question, the research seeks to examine whether and how performance audit contribute to realizing transparency, accountability, efficiency, and effectiveness in judicial governance. By answering this question, the research is expected to provide a clear picture of the role and relevance of performance audits in strengthening good governance within the Constitutional Court. Research benefit. This research is expected to provide benefit in three main aspect: theoretical, practical, and policy contribution. First, from the theoretical perspective, the study enriched empirical evidence and academic literature on the role of performance audits in judicial institutions, particularly in Constitutional Court. This contribution is important because previous study is this field remained limited. Second, from a practical perspective, the findings are expected to provide useful recommendation for the useful recommendation for the Constitutional Court. Specifically, they can help the institution enhance in efficiency and effectiveness in case administration through more structured and systematic performance audit. Third, from a policy perspective, this study aims to offer insight for regulators and policymakers. This insight can support the integration of performance audit as an essential component of governance reforms in judicial institutions. In this way, the research does not only contribute to academic development but also provide practical solutions and policy implication for improving governance in the Constitutional Court. We go to the chapter 2, Theoretical Review. Let me begin with the concept of performance audit. A performance audit is defined as a systematic and objective process to evaluate the performance of an organization or program based on the principle of economy, efficiency, and effectiveness. It differs from other types of audits. Financial audit focus on the fairness of financial statement. Compliance audit emphasize conformity with laws and regulation. Performance audits, however, concentrate on whether programs and policies achieve their goals effectively and efficiently. The objective of performance audits include assessing program effectiveness, evaluating the use of the resources, strengthening internal control system, and ensuring compliance with regulation. The benefits are also significant for the government. Performance audits serve as an instrument to evaluate program and policies. For the legislator and society, they provide independent information about how effectively public funds are being used. For the Audit Board of Indonesia (BPK), performance audit enhance accountability in state financial management and help prevent potential misuse of the budget. Next, I would like to explain concept of government and good governance. Government refers to state authority, while governance is broader, involving not only the government but also society and the private sector. According to UNDP and the World Bank, good governance is characterized by principles such as participation, transparency, accountability, fairness, efficiency, responsiveness, and legal certainty. Meanwhile, adding highlight six core principles are independence, openness, and transparency, accountability, integrity, clarity of purpose, and effectiveness. This principle underlines that governance must go beyond procedures. It must embody values that guarantee trust, fairness, and responsibility in serving the public. Based on Law Number 30 of 2014 on public administration, the implementation of good governance must based on the general principle of the Good Governance AUPB Constitution. This principle include 1. The existence of legal certainty, 2. The achievement of expediency or benefit, 3. Impartiality in decision making, 4. Carefulness or accuracy in action, 5. The prohibition of abusing authority. 6. Openness and transparency in governance process. 6. 7. Prioritizing prioritizing the public interest and providing quality public service to society. Case description. Overview the Bureau of Law and Clerkship Administration. The Constitutional Court of the Republic of Indonesia is high state institution authorized to safeguard the constitutionality of laws, resolve dispute of over authority among state institutions, decide on dissolution of political parties, and educated adjudicate dispute over election result. In carrying out these duties, it is supported by the Bureau of Law and Clerkship Administration, which hold a strategic role in providing legal service, managing clerkship administration, as well as supplying facilities and technical service for trials, ensuring that all administration processes are transparent, accountable, and efficient in accordance with the principles of good governance. Relevance to performance audit and good governance. The Bureau of Law Clerkship Administration, as organizational unit responsible for case administration, hold a strategic role in realizing the principles of good governance within the Constitutional Court. Its function is not only to ensure the judicial process are carried out effectively and efficiently, but also to guarantee accountability and transparency in every stage of case handling. In this regard, performance audit are essential as an evaluative mechanism to measure the exact to which management of case administration align with the standard of good governance. Furthermore, such audits serve to identify deficiencies or irregularities in the system, thereby enabling the formulation of appropriate corrective measures. By strengthening this aspect, the Constitutional Court can be improved the quality of case relate and has certification of justice seekers, ultimately reinforcing public trust in the institution. The Bureau Law of Clerkship Administration still face several challenges in implementing the principle of good governance, particularly in terms of transparency, accountability, effectiveness, efficiency of case administration. Some of the main challenges identified include complexity of case administration management. Every case submitted to the Constitutional Court must be go through multiple administrative stages, which is require an effective, efficient, and accurate work system. For the digitalization of case administration system, with the increased number of constitutional cases being filed, digital innovation are needed to support more effective case data management, supervision and evaluation performance in case administration. There is a lack of performance audit system that periodically evaluate the effectiveness and efficiency of the case administration process. This study employ a qualitative research method. We go to the research method. This study employ a qualitative research method with descriptive and case study approach. Such an approach is chosen because it allow the researcher to deeply understand the phenomenon of performance audit and the role of auditors in supporting the implementation of good governance within judicial institutions. In terms of data, research used both primary and secondary sources. Primary data were collected through interviews, observation, involving auditors, structural and functional official, clerk, judicial staff, and other stakeholders of the Constitutional Court. Secondary data were obtained from literature, journal, previous studies, and official documents, serving as complementary source and helping to provide novelty for the research. To ensure the validity of data, this study employs triangulation techniques. Short triangulation is done by verifying information across different respondents. Method triangulation is carried out by combining interview, observation, documentation, and other instruments. Through this approach, the data become more credible, objective, and comprehensive. For the data analysis technique, this study applies the Miles and Haberman interactive model, which includes data reduction, data display, condensation, and conclusion drawing or verification. In this way, the data are systematically processed and the finding can be interpreted in relation to perform audits and the principle of good governance. Ladies and gentlemen, before I close this presentation, allow me to share an inspiring quote by Mahatma Gandhi. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Finally, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to my supervisor, examiner, and all of you who have given your time and attention to this presentation. Once again, thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.